Guys, it's Coach B. Wiley here. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. If you don't know me, now you know. I post content on dating, relationship, breakup, and communication. And today we're going to talk about how you need to wise up. I made a post the other day on Facebook that said you're only as smart as your dumbest friend. And I was like, I just put it up there. And I didn't know what people were going to think about that, but it's serious. Like, remember the video if you don't know, but I did a video about if you are the biggest fish in your pond of friendships or professionals, you need to get out of that pond. I gotta sneeze. Sorry. Excuse me. You need to get out of that pond and get into a bigger pond so that you can be now the smallest fish in that pond and continue to develop and continue to grow. The thing about people, a lot of adults, is once we get out of high school, we a lot of us decide that we don't need to learn anymore. We know all we got. And then we want to take our knowledge and then dump it on other people. And then when they challenge us to go higher and they challenge us to think outside of the small little box that we're thinking in, we then get offended. We then deflect. We then react to them and let them know that no, you don't understand where I'm coming from. When in all actuality, they know exactly where you're coming from and they're challenging you to think smarter, brighter, harder, better. So think about your group of friends. What kind of educations do they have? That doesn't mean literally education, went and read books at school and at college and masters. No, you can be educated from your experiences and the experiences of others. So, what is their education like? What kind of conversations are you having? Are you having conversations that make no sense? Are you learning from the people, from your peers that are your closest people that you talk to every day? Are you learning from them? Can they teach you anything? Can they challenge you? Or are you the smartest person that you know? If you are, that is a problem, and that is a problem for you. And I know a lot of people, when they are smarter than a fifth grader, they want to go out here and beat their chest. Well, I challenge you, if you're the smartest one in your group, to find another group of people to hang out with so you can be the dumbest one in the group and then learn from them so you can evolve and continue to elevate your thinking and your mindset. Don't be a person that thinks they know everything and then only surround yourself with people who know less than you so that you can carry the conversation and you can control the narrative every time you guys talk. And it's like you're a professor all the time and they're the pupil. No, that's not okay. When you're learning, you want to spread that knowledge. And if you don't have the knowledge, it is okay to say, hey, I don't know it. You got me, versus your ego getting in the way and you deflecting and getting on the defense and accusing people of not understanding where you're coming from. So, if you want to wise up and you want to be the best you that you can be in 22, I challenge you to challenge yourself to rise higher, to evolve, and to surround yourself with individuals that can teach you something. Don't be that person that has to be the smartest person in the room. Don't be that person that just is so self involved that you always want to outsmart someone, be ahead of someone, and be unwilling to open your mind to new experiences when it comes to dialect and conversation and learning. Do not be that person that manipulates someone that may not be as bright when you can actually offer them, give them, pour into them what you already know versus trying to mind trick them and play games with them. If you're a person right now and you feel like your friends are looking at you like you're less than, like you're inferior because they do have like a master's or a bachelor's or a diploma, and they always say, they crack jokes like, oh, don't ask her, she wouldn't know, she don't know nothing. But, and they put LOL on it, but they're serious. So if you want to wise up yourself and you're watching this, you can always educate yourself on whatever it is you want to educate yourself on. Go on YouTube, go to the library, go to a seminar, outsource someone such as like a life coach, a business coach, or something like that. Whatever it is you need to learn, the knowledge is out there. That's why knowledge is power. The more you gain it, the more powerful you are as a human. And we need that right now. We need powerful people who are willing to think and outthink and not outsmart, but outthink, and then pour that information into someone else. So this was a quick video today, and I just wanted to come over here. It wasn't really planned. It was just based on what I said the other day on Facebook about if you're you're only as smart as your dumbest friend. Like, why you got dumb friends anyway? Dumb, and I mean not technically dumb, but just there's levels. There's levels to what we know as humans. And so if your friend is over here suffering, then you need to help your friend. And then if you feel like you are the go-to and you've learned all you can learn, then you need to outsource some other people that you can learn from versus sitting there holding all this knowledge and not being willing to give it out. And then when you have someone that is a little bit brighter than you, you get on the defense and are unwilling to learn something new. In the new year, we need to be open. We need to be willing to hear, to learn, to grow, and to evolve, because you're never going to be a new you if you don't do new things that you've never done before. Start creating new habits. Start reading. That's another theme of my videos lately. Reading is fundamental. You want to read as much as you can. And if you don't have the time, if you say you don't have the time to sit there and actually go through a book, then you can always listen to audiobooks. There are so many on YouTube. I listen to them all the time. The last one I listened to was Outwitting the Devil for the second time. I really love that, by Napoleon Hill. Look it up, Outwitting the Devil. It is so good. And it is really good for those of you who are trying to figure out, what am I doing? What am I here to do? How can I think? How can I get brighter? How can I come up with brighter ideas? It talks all about the drifters and the non-drifters. You don't want to be a drifter. A drifter just goes along to get along, doesn't really have a plan, doesn't really have a goal, super inconsistent, all over the place, typically are broke, impoverished, living and from check to check. That's a drifter. That's a drifter. So the non-drifter, they have independent thought. They know exactly what they want to do. They have a plan. They have what I call a hit list. They come up with their hit list every day. They go down it. They're consistent. They're driven. They're disciplined, and they're determined to get whatever it is that they want by any means necessary. They show up for themselves every day, and they challenge themselves to do better in every area of their life. Those are the non-drifters. Don't be a drifter. Don't just go along to get along. Educate yourself, love yourself, take yourself off the back burner, put yourself center stage, and understand what you don't know, you can always learn. There's so much free knowledge out there. Instagram is your friend. Social media is where it's at. You can learn a lot from Instagram. You can learn a lot from TikTok. Use the sources that you have so that you can upgrade yourself and get to the next level of life versus settling where you are because you refuse to grow your mind. Don't be that person that says, well, I'm too dumb for that. I don't have enough education. I'm too old for that. Like, my time is come and gone. I couldn't do that. They could only do that. Don't be that kind of person, because you're shutting your own self down. Don't be that kind of person that blocks your own blessing. Get your mind right. Surround yourself with people who are wise, who are smart, who have discernment, and who are willing to teach you the things that you don't know. And then in your own free time, you teach yourself different things. Then you learn and you watch and you learn from the experiences of others. And then you keep it going and you keep growing and you keep it flowing in Jesus' name. So do whatever you can. Don't be that person that's like hardened and thinks that you know it all and you got it all figured out, because you are a fool if you think that. Bottom line, sorry. You are a fool to think that you have it all figured out and you know everything and can't nobody tell you nothing. Don't be that kind of person in 22. We want to definitely all get the knowledge that we can. And sometimes when we are receiving knowledge from someone about something about ourselves, we may not like the messenger. But don't shoot the messenger. Get the message and keep it going. We got to pivot. We got to do whatever it is. We got to put our pride aside, our egos aside too, and decide that we're going to be the change that we want to see. All right, guys, I had no idea where this video was going, but this is where it went. So if you're still here, go ahead. Thank you. Number one, thank you for watching. And then number two, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. That helps get my videos out there so I can have more positive exposure. And if you would ever like for me to answer a question in an Ask B Wiley segment, I know this is an Ask B Wiley video, but if you'd like for me to answer a dating, relationship, breakup, communication question for you, feel free. Shoot me a DM, inbox message, an email. My email is always, all my information is always down in the description box. Coach B Wiley on all platforms, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram are your friends. So look me up. And outside of that, guys, I'll talk to you in the next video.